Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 117th running of the BAA Boston Marathon.
I remember waking up that day, just feeling really good. It was a beautiful day out. It was actually a great day for a run.
It was a nice sunny day. It was festive, as it always is.
It's a tradition that I have with my friends to go up to see the Red Sox game on Marathon Monday and head over to the finish line, watch the runners.
I was probably about 50 yards away from the finish line. I don't know, maybe 20 seconds away from actually finishing. And that's when I heard the first explosion.
I saw a runner with an orange singlet, an older man, and I saw him stagger and go down. My instinctive reaction was to go to him to help him because I thought he might have been hit by the flying glass.
Until to this day, I don't even remember the gentleman on the floor. Every time you look at that picture, you start remembering stuff about people like, oh, you know, they're sitting there worried about you and, you know, you're trying to communicate with them, but it's just hard.
I just thought it was a prank. I thought it was some kid, you know, maybe fireworks or something. I kept running. Everyone around me kept running. I was maybe 50 yards from the finish line. I just wanted to finish the race, you know. I was so close, I just wanted to finish.
I remember turning in the direction of it and seeing smoke and people screaming and running, but I really didn't even have a chance to react because before I could even say anything, I heard the second bomb.
For the second explosion, the entire race just kind of fell apart. I mean, nobody really cared anymore. It was just, let's get out of here.
I knew shortly after I opened my eyes that something was wrong. I felt like my foot was on fire.
We're trying to get through a metal barricades that are interlocked. We managed to rip the fence and literally drag the fence from one side of Boylston Street to the other.
I just remember lying on the ground and thinking, please get me to a hospital as quickly as possible, and it just felt like it was taking so long.
It was like a wave of white coming in of, you know, the nurses and the doctors that were there volunteering. I mean, it could have been so much worse.
You could feel there was this eerie sense, like, what the hell just happened?
I think days after, especially the next day and maybe the day after that, you know, it was just, the city was really quiet.
I was in the hospital. One of the events managers contacted me to let me know that Rhode Island Day was coming up for the Red Sox. They invited me to come out and throw the first pitch. And I decided that if I was well enough to go throw out the first pitch that day, I was going home.
I think the energy in the city this year is just really, it's exciting. People have been waiting for this day for a year. You go out on those training runs and you're just thinking, you're picturing that finish line. Having come so close and having it denied and then doing it again this year should make it extra special.
I think I've always known I would go back to the marathon. The person who initially found me on the ground is running the marathon for the first time this year. I really want to cross that finish line with her. I really can't run very far or very fast, but I've been doing it.
We see the survivors doing things that doctors said they could never do, and it's so inspiring to see that. That's why I think the marathon this year is sort of a celebration of how far we've come in a year.